So the team can give you a lot of help, of course, but like you said, some pros and some cons. And one of the cons is that actually there is always an opposite team who doesn't like the coach of the main coach, for example, not about you, but about main coach. But if you're part of the team, they don't like you as well.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the fourth episode of the podcast Dance On. Together with me, once again, we have Fyodor Isyaev.
Всем привет, hello, hi.
Fedya has his own YouTube channel and I really suggest you to go and check it out. Of course, he has also his Telegram group as well and Instagram. You saw everything on the screen right now, so please go and subscribe to his channel as well.
Thank you.
Here we are today to make you things much more simple. And then if you will not become a world champion, for sure it's not because of us, because we will give you today all what you need to know to become a champion. And and here is the question. How should be the team of a winning couple in that sport?
It's a great question. Team building, what is team? How to create a team? Everybody wants to be part of a team. I've noticed this as well. The only team you have, the real team, is your partner, I believe, and yourself. That's a heart of a performance of this machine. And I was thinking about team because you know what? We've been preparing. Sometimes we are preparing. And we'll talk about this. Yesterday I couldn't sleep. I was thinking about today shooting all night. And this thing came apart. Team. When you're in school, your class is your team. Mm-hmm. But you are not really creating a product together. You are just shoulder by shoulder going through some process together. It's like a brotherhood feeling. Mm-hmm. You making friends and enjoying the life, improving together. This is also could be a team, but you don't have. You're not gathered together for a purpose to create something together. Okay. You're together to improve, and this is the two things I want to make clear, because I know that there are lots of teams. Team this, team Andreyka, team Malishka, team Fedyushka. There are many teams, and people want to be a part of teams because sometimes I feel, because of this feeling of brotherhood, together we improve, together we involve. And of course, the teams can give you some simple, ready answers. Where this, dance this routine, do this step, this timing, go for lesson with this one, listen to me, don't think. And that's the point. Sometimes it's stopping you from thinking if you're not ready for this. And as I said in the beginning, the heart of the whole team is you and your partner. So the whole responsibility is in your hands and in your partner's hands. So you need to decide how to do everything. And if you're searching for a ready answer, for a simple answer, or he did this, I just repeat because he did this and I will be successful. Unfortunately, no. You need to find your own answers to all the similar questions. What to wear, what to dance, which timing, which step, who is the best teacher in this subject for you, who is the best teacher in this subject for you. And this we should make a difference in the beginning. We're creating a team to create a product. We are not creating a team to just enjoy the life together. This is another team.
But I understand that to think logically, as you're doing, you need to have a certain experience. Because, for example, in my career, I can say easily that until 25 years old, I was not even thinking like you are thinking now. I mean, I was like in a team, let's call it like that, and I was happy to be part of a team because I was in a group of dancers and teachers aiming to a direction, like to dance better and to have results. I could see who was at the top of that, in the top of that group, like the best couple, the results that this couple was getting, and I was thinking, good, I'm in a team that produce this kind of champion, this kind of quality.
Mhm.
So if I am inside this group, one day, if all the star will align and I will do everything what I am supposed to do and what my teacher says, I will be there. So now, after so many years, I understand that to be in a group gives you pros and cons. So it's from one side good and from other side bad. And you need to understand what to expect from a group and what you should not expect from a group. So, and I hope that you will make now clear.
I have a question.
Yeah.
In the end of the day, who is responsible for your result, you or your team?
Of course, you yourself are responsible for your result.
Of course, exactly. And that you need to keep in your mind all the time. Your team is trying to help you. If there is a good people around, they're really trying to help in you, but they can't do it for you. So that's why you need to always have it in your mind. I will listen, I will trust, but it's me doing things. So I need to think all the time, how should I do it?
But this is more for an experience for unexperienced couple. But if we are talking, for example, to the younger generation, I mean, imagine that now 16 years old dancers or even 18 years old dancers, like last year of youth, they are listening to us and they want to understand how it's better to lead himself to in this dance world, what they should do. I don't think they have the experience to say, okay, tomorrow I will get lessons from him, then I will choose this teacher as my main coach, then I will attend this training camp. They have to trust somebody.
Yeah.
They have to be in a group, and maybe for them it's even good to be in a large family it's fashion to talk to call this team now.
Very good point, and this is also exactly what I'm saying. Team gives you prepared, ready, answers. Do this, do that, do that. In the beginning, it gives you a quick shift in the result because you have no idea how this dancing world works, which step is a good step for the waltz, which step is a good step for the foxtrot, something like this, and you improve fast. But from the beginning, I suggest to keep in mind that I need to think by myself. If I'm stop thinking and just if you find yourself come into the lesson and just wait until the teacher gives you the subject, okay, you need to improve your posture, you need to improve your variation, you need to improve your timing. You are not busy enough with what are you doing. You're waiting, you give responsibility to the team, to your coach. And in the end of the day, you are responsible for the result, not your coach.
So even if you are in a team, in a family, so in a group of teachers that will tell you which competition to do, which lesson to take, how to practice, you still have to be the one that moves himself forward. So the one that will be the reason of success or not success of the couple. You cannot blame your teacher, even if you are young. I'm young, I mean, not juveniles, of course, but even if you are like 16 years old, you have to be the one who is moving the couple. You and your partner, of course. I mean, as we said,
Exactly.
the main team is you together with your partner. But now let's talk about more advanced couples. Let's say you are 25, okay? Because 25, I think that is a very important moment in life of a boy and of a girl. Is the moment where you choose to do it for your life or to maybe try something else in your career, maybe to continue university or whatever. So you are at this point of your life, 25, and you really want to take the leading of your couple and you want to be the one who decides which competition to do, which trainer to trust. Which kind of suggestion can you give them? Who you should choose as the component of your team?
For my experience, didn't give me the better words that gave me my dearest Andrew. Again, coming back to him, he says to me, "Go to the best and not to the rest." And that's I like it. But we can go a bit deeper into this best, not to the rest. It's not only about the track record. I mean, okay, he won 10 times, so he is probably the best at everything. No, he is probably definitely the best, but for you, he might be the best in particular subjects, not in everything. So this trust that you build with your real coach is very delicate thing. It's not dictated by some simple results of the past, for example, or or idea that okay, this guy is the best, so I should trust him, he is my coach. It's like a chemistry in the end, I don't know. I feel that I had uh, this person, and Anne, I feel the same. Yeah, we're lucky that Ruth Vermeer in the end, I could say that he was, and he still is probably a coach, a real coach for us. For Andrew, for example, he is like a father to me. He's like a teacher. He's more. I can say it's even more. But my team, yeah, Ruth is a coach. And if he said to me, go around in the center of the floor and turn on your head, I will probably do it. That type of trust you should. Not should, but if you are lucky to build up that kind of trust with someone, um, in the end of the day, better that this person should know something about dancing. That's lucky. That's the real deal, a real relation, coach and student relationship. Yeah.
And in my mind, I have something like a structure. For example, there is the one who is more close to me. And as we go further and further and further, there are even more people, but they are a little bit more cold towards me. I mean, they are not as warm and as important as the one who is closer to me. How we should choose the quality and the quantity of people surrounding us. How many teachers should I have? How many coaches? How many people caring about my plan, my strategy?
Yeah, I have this image that you need to have a specific tool for specific purpose. If you have a nail, you need a hammer to get rid of the nail. If you have, I don't know, bad. Let's say if your television is not working, your PlayStation 5 Pro is not working, you better ask for a specialist to help you to fix it. And you don't need a hammer to fix your PlayStation 5 Pro.
Got it.
And that's what I'm have an image in my mind. You are, in the end of the day, you are the captain of this ship. You are deciding where your ship is going. And sometimes you need to fix this in your ship, fix that, or fix this, fix that. And you're looking for a specific specialist who can help you in this area or that area. How to find out who is the best, I don't know, person in timing for you, you need to try. You will never find out until
Only
you
by experience.
only yes, this unfortunately you can't buy, because same person could be different experts for different people.
Yeah, actually.
We go into the same teacher, for example, and for you he's the best to make a choreography, and for me he's the best to make timing, or for another person he's the best to teach the swing action. I don't know. It's like this, and this comes from experience itself. You can't buy it. That's what I feel. And the amount is not really important. It can be very few people. In ideal world, only one person can close all these doors, But I don't know. For me and the people I saw around, it was never like this.
And what about conflicts inside the team? For example, you already choose the person that you trust the most, which is your coach. Then you have few different teachers, let's say specialists, as you said, the specialist of sway, the specialist of timing, the one that gives you very nice choreographies. And then you have another person that, for example, leads you through training camps, competitions, whatever. What if between them there's a conflict and they don't understand in which place they have to be? For example, for you, that person is only a teacher, it's a specialist. And you go to him, you take the lesson, you take the information, and then at the end of the lesson, you forget about him until the next one. Instead, he wants to be more close to you and start to give you suggestion about how to be in a competition, which competition to do. So he's starting to pretend to be your coach. And of course, is going in conflict with your coach, because I mean there cannot be two person suggesting you different things at the same time. So in this case, how to make clear that one should stay in that position instead the other should be in that position? You have to be, as you said, you have to be the captain on the ship. So is it you that you have to say, so please, I am considering you just as a teacher and I have my own coach. I will discuss it with my own coach. Or
what are you doing? Are you here to create the best performance, or are you here to please your coach, please your teacher? That's another story. If you are here to please everyone, you better say yeah to everyone. But if you're here to create the best performance you could, you should know what you need. You should learn to know what you need. And if in the way there is some conflict, of course it's a people can't deal without conflict. Someone don't like another one. Well, that's why I believe that you better have your individual team, which is not kind of a brand team. Because if you're part of a big brand team, there are definitely an opposition of this brand team, another team who hates this team. And if you're the moment you step into the team flower, let's go like this, the opposite team rock, will don't like you just because you are part of a team. So the team can give you a lot of help, of course, but like you said, some pros and some cons. And one of the cons is that actually there is always an opposite team who doesn't like the coach of the main coach, for example, not about you, but about main coach. But if you're part of the team, they don't like you as well. That's why I believe that to be a top professional, you need a team, but it should be like individual, not a ready answer. No, it's not like this for me. You and if you meet a person who wants to be your coach, and if you have a need, you need a coach. Try, maybe he's a great coach. For example, with us, I never had a desire to have a coach, but I end up having a coach with root relationship.
Because you felt emotionally involved with him.
Yeah, it was not my first idea. Oh, I need a coach. No, it's just happened. So that's why I feel that it's very lucky to have, and very means a lot to have this kind of relationship.
And for those maybe that doesn't understand the difference between teacher and coach, because for example in their career they didn't experience that. Okay, they only had, for example, one teacher which is also their coach. How you could explain the differences between a teacher, a specialist, a professional, and a coach, which is also a teacher and a specialist, but it's your coach?
Well, it's level of trust, probably. And in a personal thing, you can ask some questions which is not really connected with your profession, and not really connected with your feather step, with which competition is the best competition, and you can ask that kind of question to your coach. So coach is more than like a teacher. It's same level of respect. But for teacher, I will better ask a specific question. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to learn how to dance and learn how to win. But with a coach, I can ask some questions which is not really connected only with my feather steps. And yeah, that's rare.
Can a coach have different couples at the same time?
I know what you say.
Or if you are coaching one couple, that's it. You don't have actually any more space for others. Or I can give you this question in other form. Is it good to choose for yourself a coach that is already coaching other couples?
You can't choose a coach. That's what I'm trying to say. But I know I will answer your question. I feel that there are some genius people in the world who can coach few people at the same time. Few people at the same time, not one, not 100, but a few. But you can trust as this coach is the best coach for you. So it's not about him caring about you all the time. It's not his responsibility. It's about you. It's your responsibility to make this person. If you trust this person, if you feel this special connection, you will ask, "Oh, can you help me this? What about this? What do you think about that?" So you must. It's a cliche, but it's true. You must become the best student for the coach, for the teacher, to make them interested
I
in you.
understand. But what if there's a situation where you consider a person your coach,
Mhm.
but he doesn't actually consider himself so much involved with you?
It's okay. If it helps you, it's okay. We're not here to make friends. We're not here to make relationships. Searching for the coach. I'm searching for a girlfriend. I'm searching for a coach. It's not like this. You just have a relationship. You take what you need. If you have this special tingle, special relationship that you really, really trust this guy, you're lucky. But you're not searching for this. It's just happening. Can you search for love? I really need to find a love of my life. It's just happening to you.
The same thing for coach.
A bit
So
like this.
when you feel that you have a certain level of trust to a person, that is actually your coach and the person that you will trust the most in your dancing career.
And even if he doesn't feel the same, that's the good thing. He can, for example, he can feel, oh, I'm coaching Sasha and Masha. I'm coaching him, but you're Matteo, and as a coach, I don't feel that I'm really coaching Matteo. But you feel that you take everything that you need from
So
this person.
if I'm getting benefit for me
Yeah.
anyway,
It's because
to
it's
me is the thing that only cares actually.
the hammer should not care about what Nail thinks about the hammer.
Okay.
And Nail should not
If
also.
it is working,
If it's working, it's
perfect.
working.
Cool. And talking about again those specialists that you choose, is there a limit? Is there a number? Is there a cliche that you should not have so many teachers? Because I've heard different kind of opinions, and there were cases where certain couple could not reach a high level just because they had too many different teachers, and they were like having
True.
ears for all the information.
Mhm.
So you should filter those information, or you should try to have less teachers.
That maybe both, but I feel that these couples are not responsible for their performance. I'm saying the same thing, I know, but I will explain what I mean. If I go to 10 teachers and try to do everything, what say every teacher, every lesson, I will probably run circles because I'm not at the same level of understanding of the dancing as they are at the moment. And maybe they explain the same thing from the different angles, but because I didn't get it yet, it sounds for me like, oh, they're talking opposite. So and that's why many couples are running around the lessons and not improving at all. When you realize what you need and starts to prepare for the lessons and use your teachers as a tools for different purposes, this is quite okay. For example, I always we together with Anna, we were always searching for inspiration in every criteria. Inspiration was a kind of our thing. If we are inspired, we can perform well. If we're not inspired, we feel a bit bored. This is not good. When we notice this, then our coach actually said a great thing to us. You know that you are responsible for your own inspiration. Don't wait until it happens. Search for it. Do something to be inspired. And in that case, we've been, for example, I remember we took lessons with some Latin guys just to feel okay how it looks, how it feels, to be a bit out of comfort zone, and that end up great. Of course, it's not. It wasn't like every week lessons. It was just odd lessons. Okay, let's try. I remember Slavik was in Moscow, and we were preparing some show, and Anna said, "Oh, you know, I really like the way Slavik and Karina dance this thing in Rumba. Maybe we could try to have a few lessons with them. Maybe he can." Inspire in some way. Yeah, and we had a great time with Slavik. I remember also we were working on connection and communication together. And we're lucky to have top professional Kirill next door in our studio. And we had a few. It wasn't lesson really, but because he didn't take money, I was trying to pay. He didn't take money, so we chat together. He danced with Anna, I danced with him. So how would you feel this same foot lunch? How you lead it? And he's like, okay, same foot lunch. I do this and that. I don't know. Let's try. And yeah. For in this case, you don't have any limits. If you know why you're having a lesson,
if it helps you,
and maybe it will not help. But this inspiration thing is the kind of a big thing, because you never know what will inspire you. You try. Until you try, you don't know. So in this case, there is no limit. If you know why you're on the lesson, you can take as many lessons as you want. If you don't know why you're here, even one coach is too much, because same person one day could say, for example, for me always lessons with Marcus always so funny for me. I love them. Sometimes I dance natural turn, and he said to me, when you rise, do you feel that you rise up or rise down? I feel that I'm rising up. Okay, try to rise down. I go back, practice, come back in a few months. We dance natural turn. He asked, what do you feel? You rise up or rise down? I said, I rise down, like you said. Rise up. I was like, what? Last 2 months ago, you said opposite thing. They know why they're saying this, because they know what they want from you. And today you need to rise up. Tomorrow you need to rise down. But because you don't see yourself from outside, you probably don't know why they're saying this, and you take things too much exact, you can also run circles even with one person. So you need to know what are you aiming for.
Cool. So I think that especially in the first part of this podcast, we made clear when it's good to be part of a team and when it's not.
I must say, honestly, it's personal.
The younger you are, the safer it is to be in a team. But as you grow up,
you need to
you have to be
distance
the captain of your ship and to choose what is good for you in that moment. So I think that we can wrap this episode here. Thank you once again to be on my channel. And of course, guys, I never tell at the beginning of the video because I want to start immediately to talk about the theme of the day. But of course, Fedya has his own YouTube channel, and I really suggest you to go and check it out. Of course, he has also his Telegram group as well, and Instagram. You saw everything on the screen right now. So please go and subscribe to his channel as well.
Thank you.
See you next time. And with you guys, see you in the next video.
See you. Thanks. Это так быстро? Это сколько? 10 минут? 30 минут?
Я в